so Lloyd and Theresa, how long have you been together?
You mean we've known each other or been married?
Well, both.
We first met at the beginning of the 8th grade when she moved from Penguins. And my friend and I was in rescheduling classes when she came in to register to start in the 8th grade. And there was just 2 or 3 other people in there. The teacher, the room that we were in, she introduced her to us. And I still remember what she had on that day. We didn't start going together until the end of the 10th grade. Yeah, just
That was
through
because
junior high.
he was not a social person. He read regular the ranch. So.
But we were kind of in the same crowd. Now, do you want to know how we got together?
Yes.
I'm not sure you do. I and a couple of my friends were out just riding around town, and we happened to see these girls walking up the street, and so we stopped and picked them up. 2 of it, we don't need to go into all the detail what you've been doing before then.
No, I just was going to say the reason they stopped. Like some of the fellows.
Yeah, well, I was going to. Yeah, 2 of the girls were girlfriends of the 2 boys I was with. So that put us together. That's how and we went, well, I remember we went and stopped at their house and parked for a little while, and pretty soon I got kissed. And that, ever since then, we've been together.
That's great. Do you remember what kind of attracted you to him?
Well, he was always in our same crowd, but he didn't like social things. He would get him out of school, go to the ranch was his thing, and so we were always in the same bunch of kids, but he wasn't a socialite like I was, and he was in the middle of everything. So that's probably the reason he wouldn't show up at parties and dances and things that we did. And so it just, I guess, I don't remember the kissing, but I just thought that was the first time I've had a chance to even really, say anything to him or anything. So that was the.
But, we kind of been in school together for 3 years.
We'd always been in kind of the same crowd and things, but like I said, he wasn't a socialite. I had to chase him a little.
Yeah? That's great. Well, and what would you say has helped you through the hard times?
So we had hard times. I don't know.
We haven't had really deadly hard times, but my way a lot of times was I would ride. I like to ride, and I a lot of times get up in the middle of the night if it was after we were married. So that before, that was usually the way I did it. Instead of trying to yell and talk, at him or anything. A lot of times I did too.
Do you want to know what I did?
What?
I'd go to the ranch and stay 3 days. Really? And by the time, you were over it.
What have you learned because of her?
What have I learned?
Mm-hmm. Anything she's taught yours that stands out?
Any way I can register your life at all?
Well,
We're putting him on the spot.
I don't. Think of anything particular. I mean, other than just living together, you learn from.
Yeah. How about you? Anything that you feel like you've learned because of him?
Yes. There's a lot of things I had to learn because I was a social butterfly. I mean, I like to go and be and do and everything. And Lloyd does not. He never has been and never. And so there was just, a lot of things that I had to give. Just say, okay, this is, and that's why I guess a lot of times I would write. Just to get things. But we've always had the same, the same dreams and the same things, and but it did change my life a lot because of the way he wasn't going to change, and so I loved him enough that I tried to take his life.
Yeah.
And I still, still me, but it was a different life than I would have probably faced.
Yeah. Okay, let's stick with you for a minute. So anything that stands out about him or that you really admire about him or would tell somebody else if they'd never met him?
Oh, he's a very good person, very nice man, and very cares about others and everything. He was a good father and a good to me. We have had many real problems, like a few penny along the way, but he is a good man. And he and I've always known that and have always tried to treat him like that.
How about for you and with her? What do you admire about her, or how would you describe her to somebody who had never met her?
She was what? Very loving. She was someone that you always felt proud of.
She was a good mother.
She's been a good wife. I mean, I haven't ever been sorry that I married her.
Yeah. You got it. Okay, so this one's for both of you too. Any relational advice that you would give others? Because you are an expert in relationships. This one's over 50 years. That's a big deal. So any relationship advice that you would give other people?
Well, I think one thing that we did do, if we got into a disagreement, got upset, it's better to take a day or two off and think about it. And then you looked at it different.
Sure.
Rather than sit there and have a feud over it, it's much better just to be going off the ranch for a couple of days. Come back and things were pretty much over.
Well, I would take lots of walks.
Mm-hmm.
I take a lot of walks and just try to, and then, like I said, I could go home and sit and go to and write. A lot of times it was easier for me to write my feelings and things, and sometimes it turned into That's, I still write a lot of them. And I read sometimes from in poems and different things, but we didn't ever really fight.
No.
I don't think
I
we,
was gonna say,
okay, we don't think we ever had a fight. We didn't need to. He'd know if I was not, if I was a little off, or I was with him. So we just kind of usually let it go until we could for a little while. That doesn't usually last more than a day or so, maybe.
but that was better than sitting there puking for 2 days and getting worse.
Sure. Any favorite moments that stand out for you? Like favorite moments with her or favorite moments with him? And I know there's probably thousands, so just maybe pick one.
You going first?
Well,
Oh,
I don't know any.
well, yes. A very special moment was when we went to the temple. It was a very, and we've always had the gospel in our lives. We've always talked in the church. And when babies were born, he was always there, but it seemed to me like I did a little more of the tending. He could always find other things to
Well, that was what a mother was supposed to do.
do.
I was supposed to earn a living.
We never really had any things that we can't just be mad about for a few minutes and then go on.
Sure. So those are some big moments. Anything for you that's coming to mind or any other moments that you want to speak to?
No.
Okay.
He does get frustrated with me.
We go along pretty good.
Yeah. Well, that's perfect. Thank you. Great information. And you made it through. That's it.